is going to pick up that core key. It's a bit of a self-counter pick when it comes to it, because the Lucian can win out that laning phase, but we have ourselves up, full compositions in now. I think WE have much more engaged tools. They have a Leota, they have a Sivani, they have a cannon flank.
Sorry. Oh man, that is such a hard name for me to say, apparently.
Yanxiang,
thank you. Yanxiang. You can see how slower he is on the camp. He's on his red right now, and Hacker has finished all of his camps and is now just looking for a potential gank or invade angle as Nickit stepping up. Level 3 does get hit by WE. Abel not finding himself caught out. Mark has to blow the flash here. Hacker just keeping the pressure on, and that should just be it. First blood to Doggo.
I mean, you just walked up to see Hacker taking his Gromp.
He's probably okay for Abel just to try and break away from that. Not entirely sure what I was seeing there. Looks like there's a potential gank angle coming in onto Yukai, but there are a bunch of people in the area. They interrupt the Valkyrie. That should just be it. The lockdown is coming in. The permafrost connects, and a kill goes over to WE. Mark now just making his way out. A little unfortunate for them. Hacker, though, will be starting up this Mountain Dragon. He's going to be able to pick this one up very quickly with Zyra, and then head over towards those grubs. They've still got plenty of time to do this. They've got the pressure in their bot lane. This could be a very, very oppressive start coming in from the Zyra, and this is why these AP junglers are so heavily picked. They clear faster than anyone else in the game, Zyra especially so, and it means you can pull off ganks. It means you can pull off objectives while the other jungler is just trying to keep pace. I mean, look at Hacker. He's done the dragon, he's going for his second gank, and he's still a camp up.
Yeah, and you can just keep doing this.
It's rough.
Yeah, it's so easy to play this style of champion when it comes to your options. And the other thing with AP junglers compared to a Lee Sin or a Shinsa, which you saw an awful lot of recently, I think that it was better to drop a camp to get a gank on those champions. With the AP junglers, it isn't always the case. In fact, I think it's normally quite a good thing to just go for your camps anyway, because getting yourself farm on an AP jungler is a win condition. Now we're getting ourselves another reset out of this bot lane. Doggo going towards the top side. It's not going to be in time to contest for all of these grubs, so it feels like a bit of a late rotation. Both bot lanes now on the move. Doggo used that wall ride to get through a little quicker. It's almost a semi-global. They won't be able to contest all of these grubs. 2 will be gone.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to stop these from going down. I actually think with the fact that they don't have their Corki pressure, they may just have to give up all of them, as Wayward, getting jumped onto, has to burn the flash.
You can see the Ultra Prime. They are sticking around. They've stopped the recall again as Wayward is laning with Mark under the turret.
Yeah, they're going in for the immediate hook. The Slicing Maelstrom comes out. Doggo finds himself caught, but there is the ultimate from the Zyra. That's one already picked up by Doggo. Do you see Fofo roaming over? Hacker comes in for the flash. The Culling comes out, and Nickit is just going to eat the vast majority of this. They catch the roots as well onto Fofo, who flashes forward, looking for Nickit, able to secure himself the kill. Yukai able to just about break away from that one on the two-shot barrage.
One of the important games in the group stage as well was because of Doggo's mispositioning in key moments. Now he has the gold. Those mispositions weigh even harder, so need to keep an eye on Doggo to see if he can kind of make use of this advantage.
Looks like WE just going to be able to get themselves a whole bunch of grubs here. 4 already picked up for them. They are going to trade it out for the second dragon, so Ultra Prime do have a dragon soul condition getting closer and closer for them, but the 6 grubs gives an immediate power spike over to the side of WE, and off the back of this, Plate should go over. The Gold Lead should try and extend somewhat off the back of that. And
6 grubs plus that Herald. Very, very powerful, so Ultra Prime will not want to be giving that one up. Now, Ultra Prime, they want to play around these big team fights, wait for Hacker and Nickit to get themselves that big CC. They have to walk into a contested river, though, against a cannon who sat out of vision. Teleport in from the flank from Qingtian. Let's see what he can do.
Let's see if they're going to be able to pull it off. The Crocodile will get spotted out by this pink ward. Remember, Doggo, most of the gold is sitting on him. There's the ultimate pop by Qingtian, just trying to get himself onto the back. The Slicing Maelstrom actually does kick a connection onto just the one. Ult gets popped by Doggo. Kill already goes over to the side of WE, and somehow they answer back out with the Ignite, a 1-for-1. The Herald secured as well. Ultra Prime ultimately going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they could have got more kills, but the fact that they get one back after WE managed to get so much poke onto them before that fight, and they also get the Herald will really help them. They are going to lose a lot of HP on this tower. They might even lose the whole thing. Hacker's got to get here quickly. They lose the entire mid turret because their retreat from that Herald doesn't get them back towards that mid lane in time.
Valuable for someone like a Zeri to get a Cloud Soul. Keeps her hyper mobile and even harder to pin down.
So once again, engage.
Catch onto the Zyra. They get themselves everything down. The Slicing Maelstrom does connect, and that's going to be one for Fofo already. trying to put some pressure onto the rest of the team. Doggo able to avoid and evade a lot of this damage, and this time Mark doesn't go down. He's not answered out for...
This time there's no ignites! This time there's no ignites, so now it's on cooldown. So he does end up going down to that bird, and WE, they are realizing that they need to control the objective area before Ultra Prime get into the river. If they're there first, they can sit out a fog of war, they can look for a big engagement with Sejuani, they can look for a big pickoff, and they managed to get themselves an important flash out of Hacker, and they also managed to get themselves a kill. Slow startup for Ultra Prime, who didn't get to the objective in time, and they're engaged onto a little too easily. Ultra Prime, they're going to walk back out onto the map. Hacker is still pretty strong, even though he's evenish in gold, and they're going to get themselves a sideline turret onto Yukai. Herald finally summoned up in this mid lane.
We saw from up in a team fight was that one at the Herald where they had to flank with a Renekton, and that was a wide flank. He popped the ultimate in advance. And it's just a lot harder for Ultra Prime to have control, and like you said, if W are first on the objective, first on the vision...
right, that's not going to help Ultra Prime get towards this bot river, and indeed it won't. They just completely lose it. They get some top lane gold instead. So Ultra Prime say, oh, okay, right, let's give up on this sole win condition for now. Their objective setup has been not great in recent weeks. I think it's been one of the biggest flaws of their play. Their objective setup has been a little slow, a little ineffective, so WE now taking 2 dragons off the back of things. It's going to even up the dragon's score. Ultra Prime do get some gold for that at least, though. They get some gold onto Yukai to get himself even more items. Though both the Muramanas in the game have transformed now at this point. They have a lot of damage.
They're coming in. They're going to catch immediately onto Nika, and he is just obliterated. Abel secures the kill. The rest of the team, though, are able to limp away.
Whenever he has it, it's been blown very, very easily into this game so far, and it does mean that they can't position as aggressively onto objectives. They back off for the Baron. W started.
Yeah, Baron's going to get started up, and it is going down very quickly. Niket will spot out that this is going on. Hacker makes his way over, but I just think they're a little bit too slow to the play. They're going to try and turn on Mark and see if they can just win the fight off the back of it. Mark going incredibly low. Depth charge hits onto Wayward. They do connect on to Xinjiang just to lock him in place. Hook makes his connection onto Yangxiang as well, and Doggo should be able to secure that one. Nope, it's a double kill for Yokai. Taking that one away from his ADC, but they're Corki very much online, and they trade Baron for 2 kills. They're going to be able to take this mid tower as well. Can they pressure for more is the real question.
Well, I think they've already gotten a hell of a lot out of this. Anything more they get just adds insult to injury towards this Baron take. Abel has a lot of damage on his own items. We're getting a mid lane inner turret as well. Oh. You know what? I think at this point the trade favors Ultra Prime. Need to see if WE can make up some map pressure beyond this point.
Using this Baron on the top side, just going to try and crack this tier 2 on the top. As Xinjiang, he hasn't got Baron, but he's out shoving right now. He was there first. He gets the pressure.
He doesn't have any grubs either.
Tower. They're trading tower for tower. Ultimately, I actually think Ultra Prime is just making really good trades across the map versus the team with Baron.
Dragon now spawned. Ultra Prime find themselves to an objective first. Now, Baron is still up from WE. WE, the reason that Ultra Prime are the first of the objective is because they've chosen to push instead. They're going to get themselves at least this mid lane turret. They might also get themselves the inhibitor turret as well. They have 6 grubs. They have that Baron buff. They take down towers very, very quickly.
Yeah, but so far it's only a plus 200 Baron power play over to the side of Ultra Prime. They are definitely struggling a little bit on that one. They are trying to finish this tower up, and with the 6 grub dot able to do so, Ultra Prime hold the inhibitor most crucially. It looks like we are thinking about turning for an engage
squad. I think that he's done a good job of slotting into a roster in a way which I didn't necessarily expect. He might go again right now.
Oh. Hacker's able to avoid getting caught out there. Hook comes in from Nicket though. They do actually throw down the solar flare. Stranglethorns come out as an answer. There's Changjian on the flank. Massive slicing maelstrom from Hayward, but he's not going to be able to survive. Up have been turning this fight around. WE are left limping away. Fofo, relatively strong right now, but he is the only damage dealer up and available. Niket trying to put the damage in, but Yukai comes over the wall. Oh. The hook makes the connection, and Yukai secures the kill.
Ultra Prime turned it around after WE over push, and suddenly Ultra Prime, they are now in numbers in the enemy base. They'll, even without grubs, take down at least 1 turret. There's 10 seconds on Abel. They shouldn't be able to do anything more than get the inhibitor, but a huge breakout play from Ultra Prime. This series so important for them. We're at 1 and 3. Another lost series will put them into...
Unfortunately, WE are going to look to start the Baron up, but Ultra Prime Prime are going to be able to move over pretty quickly. The Crocodile's already in the area to play Disruption. Ultimate available to him as well. Baron's half HP though, so Ultra Prime have to make a decision. Are they going to go for the steal or the kills? Hacker making his way over, throws down the plants, and they're actually going to force them off. This Baron's low. Hacker gets caught. That's the opening they need. They instantly look for the kill, but he's able to survive. Baron secured by the side of WE. Are they going to be able to get away? The zap comes out from Doggo, but that is all they can do. Inhibitor for inhibitor here. As Baron's going to get taken very quickly. Ultra Prime secure themselves the soul in this first game of the series. Can they defend their base, though, with that soul? Resets coming in. Inhibitor gets traded out. The waves aren't really there for WE, so they have to kind of just back off and look to try and even get the side lanes pushing. Really hard to catch. Words are hard, apparently. Very hard to catch. Slippery champion.
You know, that's one bad enough thing. Also, their primary target in Hacker, just getting the permanent move speed up. For an immobile champion, that's really important. Particularly when you're in games where you have something like an AP jungle which does so much damage. You don't need the extra damage, you need a way to survive. Yangsheng's out of vision. Now he's not, he's on sweeper. Now we might see ourselves another one of these big fights.
Let's say he's going to be able to find the opening onto the Renekton, but he has the ultimate available. Hacker now got the ult burning away, and he is just melting through health bars. Wayward jumps in, doesn't really get much of a lockdown now, as Hacker secures one kill. Fofo incredibly low. Doggo just going in for the tidy up. Mark can't do anything. A double kill goes over to Yokai. Hacker trying to find the lockdown, gets the Zhonya's off, and in comes Doggo. Down goes Abel. Ultra Prime take everybody but one out. And they are not done yet. Yang just trying to break away, but he's not going to be able to do so. Ultra Prime inside the base. They find that ace. They find everything they need. Towers will crumble to this team. Ultra Prime go one up in the series.
Ultra Prime are not done just yet.
They want to be engaged onto and then turn the engage with the Stranglethorns with the hostile takeover and just the Corki Callista damage between the pair of them.
When you share XP between teammates, you get slightly more XP. So now what that means is that Wayward, though he's level 1, he can try and soak up this wave. Qingtian's going to soak up that W and try and make sure that he can get some damage reduction, but he does it too early, loses the mind game. Now he has no damage reduction, he'll die for free.
The Ignite. That might be him in a little bit of danger. Goes in for the flash. They're trying to keep the damage on. Abel's taking tower shots. He goes down. 3 versus 1. I'll take that.
Somehow, they walk away with an insanely powerful early game when it was WE which initiated this lane swap and fumbled it.
Doggo already upgrading his boots as well. Means he's getting
no
so
flash.
many. Mark's going to have to go away, but no flash available. They're stacking it up. Doggo secures himself the kill. I mean, Ultra Prime. What's up, dog? He's absolutely taking them out.
I mean, yeah. WE, they just really overbowled in that bot side. And I thought the saying was meant to be X marks the spot. It's now X marks the mark as he goes down again for one of these bot lane kills. Hacker forced to flash out.
Maybe a little greedy there by Hacker. But Doggo and Nickit are just going to get themselves in the bush. This is really brutal. Once again, a wave just being zoned off. They're losing more and more farm as they
outplay, which is so important because it's destabilized the rest of the map. And it means that WE was slow towards this bot side, slow to pick up the XP. And if you give a slight advantage over to a duo that are already killing you from even, it gets worse from there. You are going to get some top side camps available for Yangxian. He's going to get himself those grubs. He's fine with that. But the fact that they have to just leave well alone this bot lane is not what they would have liked from this early game.
Yeah, and again, another wave crashes, another wave lost to Abel. Doggo going to proxy this, make sure the wave goes down as much as possible. Should actually be able to finish this tower up with plates as well.
We should become surfing commentators the way we're watching these waves. I feel like that'd be a good use of our time. You know, I'm just going to sit here, go through the sets, see how they ride the curl.
I mean, this is a leisurely wave of waves coming in as now we're seeing Cheng Qiang trying to survive this one versus 4.
Wipe out!
I mean, that's not gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. But he did his work. But he's not in lane versus Doggo. Now Ultra Prime sending multiple people up towards the top side. We could see a potential dive coming in from this one as
you have the bailout. You have a lot of power here. Fofo's coming, but I think he might be late.
Oh, the Stranglethorn combo with the hostile takeover. 2 kills. goes the Yokai immediately. Nickit actually flushes the wall. Doggo comes over as well. Fofo taking so much damage as they secure a triple kill onto their Corki. You thought the Kalista was a problem. Now the Corki's a problem too. Gold up at 12 minutes. You got a 1,000 gold lead in your mid lane as well. It is an 800 gold differential on the bottom side, but I mean, it's a Cassante. He's going to be okay. He is about to be un-okay, though, because 3 people are coming down towards him. Does have that all out. Doesn't have the flash. Actually, 4's coming in. Can he do anything here? He can't do anything. Trying to press the buttons. Gets the knockback on the multiple members. Forces the flash. The Brand goes down. No way! 1 versus 4.
He does it again, the 1v4 outplay. Qingtian does it at level 1, he does it again at level 9, and WE are left wondering where it all went wrong. It went wrong as soon as they went towards that Cassante, and it continues to get worse as they focus onto him. Again, yes, Wayward is up 1,000 gold, but I'm just gonna say it, he's behind in the moral victories. Qingtian has been... let's take a moment to talk about Qingtian. Qingtian was, for large periods of summer, maybe the worst player in his role in top lane, because when he would be put behind, he would fall into a black hole of pressure, and he would fall out a huge amount of gold. I think that Qingtian has put in an awful lot of legwork over the last week particularly, and over the Rumble stage, to be a player who is much more safe from behind and who is getting team fight value.
It might be a 15 play set. They got 30 seconds, they're doing that. Oh, this is rough. A flash did come out there from Nickit as he tried to give the handshake. Didn't quite make the mark. As just going to head over towards the Dragon now off the back of that one. Hacker actually he's just soloing that, so nice and easy. And Ultra Prime, it was closer in the last game. This game is very, very one-sided so far to them. And we thought this was a very WE-favored series.
This point the team has ever seen. Yokai's caught out in bot lane. I don't even know if he has mana for his Valkyrie. He's got a flash. He'll have to use it soon.
There's the flash, there's the Stranglethorns, there's the return damage onto Mark. He is sent packing and the rest of Ultra Prime are on the way up. This could get really nasty really quickly. Qingtian has the all-out available to him. They do get the lockdown onto multiple members. They do get a Brando off in response though, but the hostile takeover by so much space. Doggo finally goes down and Fofo gets the shutdown in his pocket.
Can happen. Herald going over is going to accelerate. I mean, most of the time when we see a Herald go over, we talk about, oh, we can break open the mid lane outer. What? They're out of inner turrets to break. The outer turrets to break. They've got to go to the inner ones now. They're all so far ahead of the game. Use this Herald wherever the heck they want. They don't have the 6 grubs, which means that it's a little hard to kill some of those turrets. We have the bailout. We're so far ahead of the game. I don't need to go towards that defensive item with the Celestial opposition and be the first one into the fray like that. I'm going to be getting into position for those kill combos more easily. Here comes the teleport. Let's see if that skill combo comes through now.
Ultra Prime a little slow on their teleport, but Wayward gets handshakes backwards. The Stranglethorn connects onto Mark. Mark knocked up. They get himself the all-out as well. Mark on the run, but he has nowhere to go. Bopped back. And that's the second kill picked up. But oh, wow, the brand damage is huge. Hacker's eating all of it. Doggo walked it in and almost got his jungle killed. Bad positioning there by Ultra Prime, and they may get punished heavily for this. Nickit has the bailout. They do have that hostile takeover. Re-teleport coming back in. This has to be really, really well played by Ultra Prime. It looks like they'll be able to get out. You can see Doggo with the empowered recall from that Herald from earlier.
See why he was brought up to this roster. His combo there, forcing Ultra Prime to very slowly retreat, means that even though the start of that fight went very poorly for them, it was not a good redacted teleport. Is on the flank, and you could look for a flash with his rage bar potentially being stacked up with that ult.
Yeah, Doggo's not there either though, so it definitely looks like Ultra Prime are just looking to move away. This will buy them that tier 2 on the top side though, so big injection of gold should go into Doggo's pocket off the back of that one. 2,000 gold up over Abel, and now Ultra Prime just turning their attention towards this tower. Demolish pot goes down, and we are 19 minutes into the game, and every outer tower for WE has fallen.
Yeah, there's nothing outside their base. They have everything outside of that thin wall to the base surrounding that Nexus. Oh. Now, though, so yeah, they're calling the bluff. They're saying, okay, Dragon spawned, you're on reset. But the thing is, Ultra Prime, they had themselves easy enough resets. They can delay this. They should see this going down. Guys, you need to check the Baron, though. Guys, this is still going down. They need to check.
Yeah, they still haven't been able to check it. It looks like Ultra Prime just completely unaware that this is going down. They're going to see Wayward incredibly low. He breaks away. Baron secured.
Guys?
Ultra Prime just kind of slept on that one. And That's all she wrote for that. WE.
The topside jungle and pushing out mid lane so they can get themselves safe resets for Doggo. Maybe they overforced onto Doggo's reset to get that third item because it left them just not in a great position to check that Baron, but they still should have been able to walk up there. Niket could walk up completely fine.
Baron, they've not been able to crack this tower. It's low, but they haven't been able to crack it. Wayward somewhat struggling here as Niket gets the handshake off, gets called back by the Fate's Call, jumps in, throws down the ultimate, goes a little bit wide. Mark's eating a lot of damage from Doggo. Doggo's able to get it. They're chasing him forwards. They get the knock back in. There's going to be the steal. Abel's taken out. And up find themselves two. They may look for a little bit more as Yokai, with those home guards, is pressing forwards. There's a crocodile on the bot lane, though, who has to be dealt with. They may just base race here.
Yeah, Yokai assassinated Yangshe at the start of the place. There's 3 down. Without the brand, I don't think you can do anything. With so many people dead and with such a powerful Kalista, you should be able to shred through this. So I think Ultra Prime, just as they ended up losing that Baron and losing a bit of control in this game, the Wrecking Ball swings back to life. Wayward looking to wave clear.
Yeah, he's just going to try and clear out the wave. Is able to successfully buy time for this game. Almost takes Hacker out with him. But ultimately does sacrifice his life, and that should just be the dragon secured for the enemy team.
Ren stacks.
Wayward's dominance is about to wear out. There's going to be the Ren stacks. There's going to be the soul secured for the side of Ultra Prime, and 2 major ultimates burn. Wayward, he's just about to lose it. Not really too much they can do. They dodge the Pillar of Flame as well. There's a massive wave bot lane. Ultra Prime could just move over towards that, and that's exactly going to be their game plan.
The Baron for the game. That'll be a classic trade. WE, all the same, they're not going to be quick enough on their recalls to even defend themselves at an inhibitor. And now suddenly with super minions coming in through mid lane and a huge wave in bot lane, WE, they need to find a fight. The culling's going to help, but it's not going to help as much because Qingtian tanks that one up. WE lose themselves an inhibitor, and they lose themselves the soul.
Making sure the Cassante rejoins into the fray. He's going to try and chase forward. Does get caught by the Brand Q. Is going to get caught by the Zenith Blade as well. But he just steals Mark underneath the tower. And that's another kill in the pocket of Doggo. Abel trying to dash away, is able to do so. Suddenly, Wayward finds Niket, but Niket is quite comfortably keeping the pressure up. Hacker flashes forward, puts down the Stranglethorns. The slows are there. In comes the Pokeball. Niket jumps forward, gets the ultimate onto 2, but trades out. Abel's able to get 1. He may live for a second. Wayward slices and dices forwards for the kill. But Yokai, he has the damage. He has the power to push forward and take down the members standing in front of him.
From Wayward at all then, and sadly for the side of WE, even with that opening shown for that Kalista going down, they can't walk away with the fight. All that burden for his team to succeed. I think that regardless of what happens in the rest of the game, Qingtian for me has been the MVP for Ultra Prime, considering how much he struggled in the summer. It's great to see the growth from him as a player. He had a difficult year in 2023 on top esports. He came onto Ultra Prime, a team with low expectations, and in this game at least, he has shown a lot of growth and a lot of potential here for Ultra Prime to work around.
Yeah, it has been a massive, massive improvement from him, and he played this game super, super well. Inhibitors are crumbling here. The Baron from Ultra Prime probably just being the final nail in the coffin for the side of WE is Wayward just making his way out. They catch 2 with the hostile takeover as well. Does look like Abel's trying to do his best to save, but he flashes forward, gets himself the steal as well. Double kill, picked up onto Cassante, knocked back into the pocket of Yokai. He secures himself a double kill, and that is it. Ultra Prime 2-0 WE.